What is up, everybody? Hope everybody is doing well today. We are going to be kicking off today with some Smackdown versus Raw. Check. Oh, my monitor's not on. That's weird. Oh, that's right. I turned it off yesterday. And okay. All right. So we're going to be doing some Smackdown versus Raw today. Let me bring in the game capture here and switch it over here. General Manager mode on Smackdown versus Raw. If you don't know what Smackdown vs. Raw is, Smackdown vs. Raw was a super popular, it was a WWE game that was really popular back in the day. I'm gonna try, you know what, give me a second here. I'm just gonna adjust these. Let me adjust this. That way it's not extremely loud in my ears, but y'all can still hear it in the Spotify. There we go. That's a little better. All right. So that music was super loud. So Smackdown vs. Raw GM mode for 2007. We do have a bunch of characters on here, a lot of legends. Everything is unlocked. I have went ahead and downloaded a file to unlock everything. So we do have that. We will be starting fresh on a new GM mode. All legends should be getting unlocked. Let's see here. Let me just make sure I got everything under control. Yeah, Everything's good there. And let me just make one more setting adjustment so that way I can get my, I can hear myself on my check. I still can't hear myself on my monitor, which is weird. I want to try and be able to hear myself whenever I'm talking. There we go. All right. Perfect. Now we can get started with the game. So let's go ahead and get selected here. Hopefully the game volume isn't going to be too loud. I should have the volume adjusted. So we are going to be starting off on the Raw brand here. We'll be doing Smackdown versus Raw. We'll be on the Raw brand to start it off. Let me just adjust my microphone volume here so that way I'm not blowing y'all's eardrums out. On the Raw brand, we do have the Women's Championship. SmackDown has the Cruiserweight Championship. So that's the major difference as far as the brands go. 12 to 20 is the recommended. We don't have to necessarily get all 20 superstars. We're probably gonna shoot for around 16 to possibly even 18. We'll see how that goes. First draft selection is chosen at random. Draft picks will alternate between the two brands. And it looks like we have first pick. Now I want to see if they have. We do not. There we go. We will go ahead and select all of our legends to be on. That way we have all of our legends on and we can use all of them if we want. Mankind for sure, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, Roddy Piper, Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course. We got The Rock. That looks like everybody, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh shit, they got the first one. Let's try this again, hopefully. Okay, all right, they're getting the first one, so that's fine. Who do we want to start off first? So we want to get somebody with some pretty good popularity. That's for sure the first thing we want to do is get some popularity up there. So let's can we sort this by popularity? We can. Okay, so Shawn Michaels would be a good one, and maybe Triple H as well with him. Cactus Jack, that'd be kind of interesting to get. Who should we get first? Who should be our first pick? Undertaker obviously is my favorite superstar. We got Carlito. I want to pick up Carlito and maybe Ken Kennedy as well around the mid card. So that way I have some good, decent mid card people, and then obviously RVD, Randy Orton and John Cena. I want to get them in a feud. Where even is John Cena in? Oh, here he is. So Randy Orton and John Cena. John Cena's at a 82. Randy Orton is at a 78. Maybe we can get John Cena and Edge a little bit later on down the line as well. But let's go with our first pick in being that it's John Cena or Shawn Michaels. Or should I get Stone Cold? I really want to get Stone Cold before they do. Oh god, the decisions. Okay, let's go with Shawn Michaels. Something is telling me to get Shawn Michaels, and we'll get him for 6 months. Motherfucker! Damn it! I knew they were gonna do that. All right, so they're doing some. All right, well if they're gonna do that, I'm getting Mankind, and Mankind for What can we do? What can we do with Mankind? Mankind and maybe Undertaker. Mankind and maybe Kane. Mankind and we could do a lot with Mankind. We also want to be conservative with our money, so as a first, we'll do another 6 months with him. They got Bret Hart. Okay. Should we get Triple H? Let's do Triple H. And let's get him on a 6 months so that we can get the stable of DX in there. So we should probably look at getting Kane as well. His popularity is super low though. Let's get the Undertaker. They got super crazy. What the fuck? I feel like we should get The Rock. Because if they got Stone Cold and The Rock, that's not gonna be good. We will do 3 months for him. They got Eddie Guerrero. That's fine. Roddy Piper, Bam Bam Bigelow. Who would Roddy Piper go up against? That's the real question. I don't know who he would go up against. John Cena, obviously, we'll get him for 6 months. They got Cactus Jack. We'll go with Edge. That'll be our main rival right there. Mick Foley and Roddy Piper. Ooh, that actually might be a pretty good tag team right there. Let's do 3 months with Roddy Piper and alright. Gotta get Randy Orton. We gotta pick up Randy for at least another 6 months. Who else we got? The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. We don't have Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. Those would be like my mid-carders. Let's start looking at some mid-cards. What pick are we on? The 11th? Oh, dude, I'm not doing good on cash either. I got Mankind, Mick Foley, and Dude Love as well. Available. Bam Bam Bigelow. Dusty Rhodes, Mr. Perfect. Let's get some mid-carders here. Bobby Lashley. Did I just pick RVD? We got Rob Van Dam versus... Who would be a good opponent for Rob Van Dam? Rob Van Dam and Bobby Lashley? Rob Van Dam and Chris Benoit. We gotta start picking some females as well, some divas. I guess we'll get Bobby Lashley for 3 months. They got Mr. Perfect, which is fine. Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair. That could be a they got Booker T, so let's do Melina for 5 weeks. You know, we gotta adjust some of these. So Shawn Michaels is on us. What's he on right now? All these are on 6 months. Do the Rock. John Cena is obviously going to be on that one. Mick Foley for 3 months. Rowdy Piper. Kind of running low on cash here. We'll do Melina for 5 months. We'll do Trish Stratus or Lita. We'll do Lita for 5 weeks. And then we should pick up Kane for at least 3 months. And then we will do Trish and Tori. That does not leave us with a lot of cash. Rock for 5 weeks. So we can do Mick Foley and The Rock. We can do Mankind and Mankind versus Kane. Undertaker versus You know what? I hate to do this. Alright, we're gonna have to reset again. I fucked this whole thing up. Alright, let's start this over. I need to focus more on, like, matches wise. What I'm gonna do, so. Shawn Michaels for 3 months. We'll do Triple H for 3 months. We'll do The Rock versus Cactus Jack. They got Stone Cold. Fuck. Do John Cena. This is gonna be a long one, so we'll do John Cena versus Edge. We're gonna start getting some mid cards now. Do Chris Benoit. Alright, let's see, hold up. Alright. I got Triple H versus Cactus Jack. Or no, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. The Rock versus Cactus Jack. John Cena and Edge. Who's gonna be up against those two? We can do Robin. No, I want somebody in higher popularity. We can do Rey Mysterio. And Batista. That would be an interesting combination. Let's try that out for 5 weeks. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay. Oh, dude, fuck. Alright, Rey Mysterio and I guess Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam. Let's get our divas in. So 3 months there. 3 months there. 5 weeks there. 5 weeks there. I forgot about Umaga. Rob Van Dam and Rey Mysterio. That could go either way. So we'll get Umaga, the Big Show. We'll do Carlito and Ken Kennedy. For an Intercontinental Championship. We gotta get Undertaker and Randy Orton. I just know they're gonna fucking pick Randy Orton. Randy Orton. Dusty Rhodes, and we'll do Ric Flair. Fuck it. Alright. So who do we got here? We got John Cena versus Edge. That's going to be our first one. That's dirty and clean, which is good. We got Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. Dusty Rhodes is going to become dirty with Ric Flair, who is dirty. Triple H is clean and Shawn Michaels is clean. So Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus... Who are we going to do against them? Big Show and Umaga? It's a good question. Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus... We'll do Big Show and Umaga, fuck it. Let's see, where's Umaga? Umaga is dirty. We'll do Big Show is dirty as well. Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson. Melina and Lita. So we got 2 clean, 2 dirty there. That's fine. Rey Mysterio and... Alright, Ric Flair versus Dusty Rhodes. Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes are both dirty. Huh. How am I gonna do this? Ken Kennedy versus Carlito. So we'll do Carlito is clean. Kennedy is that should be good. Clean and dirty. Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack versus The Rock. Cactus Jack will be dirty and The Rock will be clean. I feel like that'll be a good one. Umaga and the Big Show are both dirty. Dusty Rhodes, John Cena versus Edge, dirty clean. All right, good. Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam. That was going to be a good one. I don't know if I'm going to do them team or not. I'm still not sure. Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton can get in the mix there. Maybe John Cena and Edge. Undertaker versus... You know what we could do is we could do Undertaker versus Orton. I think we're good with that. The WWE title is going to Shawn Michaels, or do we want to do it to John Cena? No, because Shawn Michaels and Triple H are going to be tag team. So let's get those set up. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, tag team champions. John Cena or Edge. Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam. Both clean. Let's do that. Carlito is the Intercontinental Champion, and they'll be... You know what? We could do RVD, Carlito, and Ken Kennedy to start it off in a three-way. We will give the Women's Championship to Tori Wilson in hopes that she gets a popularity boost. That did boost her up by 2, so everybody's kind of around there, around the same. Carlito's up to a 75. Okay, we're gonna do that. And Randy Orton, I think that also bumped Randy Orton up to a 83. Cena and Edge. Alright, so they're all good around there. Let's continue. I think that should be good. Yeah.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon here. I called to welcome you to the WWE. Before you start your new job as general manager, I wanted to make one thing very clear. This company was built on a desire to succeed. All challenges and opposition are taken head-on and conquered. Failure is not acceptable. As the new general manager, I expect the same from you. Be aware that your show, your ratings, and your decisions will be measured against the opposing general manager. At the end of the year, I will review both shows' current standings, and the general manager that has the largest fan base will receive the coveted General Manager of the Year award. The loser will be fired. Good luck.
Will be fired. I can't fucking... God, I can't. Anyways, alright. So... Trying to remember how... Yeah, rivalries. We'll get some rivalries started here. Actually, we should... Storyline writers, contractor, returning legend. We could do a returning legend. So we will buy these. A cruiserweight versus a... Ooh. You know what we could do is we could transition afterwards. We can get, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. We can get, let me turn this down a little bit. This music is super loud. What we can do is we can get Rey Mysterio and maybe Big Show or even The Undertaker. Ooh, if we could do Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker, that would be pretty good. So we'll go ahead and buy that one. Loser leaves the brand. Maybe we could do a heel turn with that one later. Well, I think we're good on rivalries for now. Let's check out a couple of these. Hold on 1 second. My dogs are just chirping. What you barking at? Why are you barking? What you barking at? crazy puppies. What you got? Let's see here. We'll do a returning legend. We'll do it for 15 weeks. I think I'll be able to push that. Let's see who's clean. Actually, we'll do greatest of all time, and we can do The Rock versus Cactus Jack. I am totally cool with that. Let's get it. Hado, what's up, dude? How you doing? Welcome on into the stream. We are just getting everything set up before we start our actual playthrough. Well, I would say this is the playthrough, but we're getting all of our rivalries set up so that we can have some good shows. I don't think we... This is the only problem, is that they're both clean, so that's... Who do I got that's big in that, See, I already picked Umaga and Big Show to go up against. Yeah. Injury revenge, I guess. That's how that works. Carlito versus Ken Kennedy. I believe so. How the hell did I miss that? Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes are both dirty. We'll do this one for like another 15 weeks as well, just because. This one is going to be between John Cena and Edge. We'll do this one for 24 weeks, and we'll make it a... Ooh, we could do a cheating girlfriend, and we could throw Lita in there. Now, that would be interesting. Can you imagine a cheating girlfriend and... I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where things go. I don't think we'll add her just yet, but we could do loser leaves the brand. Let's do that. Fuck it. And then, you know, if anything, maybe we could trade them out. And get somebody from SmackDown, maybe. We are looking for one more, which would be... This one's going to be our big one, so it's going to be Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Big Show and Umaga. We'll do this one till SummerSlam. Oh, damn it, I clicked the wrong one. Okay. That's fine. We will do... Who do I got left? Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam. Let's do Randy Orton, Rob Van Dam, actually, let's go with this. I don't want to discount the divas yet. I want to be able to use all the divas. So maybe a returning legend instead. Do Dusty Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. You know another one? Ric Flair versus Rey Mysterio. Let's hit this one for 15 weeks and see how that runs. Then we do rookie partners. Actually, no rookie partners. We're gonna do Rob Van Dam versus Randy Orton. We'll do that one for 15 weeks. All right, let's schedule our first Monday Night Raw. This one is going to be a tag team match to start it off, and we will do Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Big Show and Umaga. Big Show versus Umaga to start it off. I think that'll be a good one to start. We are gonna need to get some extra cash, so maybe an extra 150, and then maybe we'll do maybe build up some hype. Let's see where we're going. We might have to do an inactive, so not a title match. We will do a singles match between, there's my rivalries, Dusty Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. Let's do a fatal 4-way here. Do I not have a... That's weird. Who's my champion? Tori Wilson, right? I'm pretty sure Tori Wilson was my champion. Let me check. Trish Stratus is my... It's a good thing I checked that. Okay. Stalker, Trish Stratus, and Melina. How about that? We'll do that one for 24 weeks. And we'll kind of drag that one out. Actually, let's do this one for 15. That way, if we want to, we can switch it up a little bit later. The Dirty Superstar does not qualify for this run. What? Humiliation? I don't know. I don't know what the humiliation is. But okay, we're gonna roll with it. All right. So let's do a fatal 4-way between Trish Stratus and Lena, and we will do Tori Wilson and actually let's make this a tag team. Tag team with a manager. Or hold on. Singles with a manager. Tripping. It's Trish Stratus, and then we'll do Melina. Yeah. With Lita and Tori Wilson. Let's swap that, because I believe Lita and Melina are both dirty. So I want to have the dirty with the dirty and then the clean with the clean. Match number 4. I don't want to do anything too crazy. I just want to kind of see where we can get with this. Cactus Jack versus... Is it Cactus Jack and The Rock? I think is what it was. Yeah, Cactus Jack and The Rock. Let's make this a submission match between the two. Little mid-card throw around. We will... Oh, why the hell did I save? There we go. Little mid-card. And then, of course, the... John Cena versus Edge. Who hasn't been picked? Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. Alright. Who's inactive? We got Undertaker and Ric Flair. Oh, could do. Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam. So RVD, Rob Van Dam. We got Carlito and Kennedy. Let's do that. Let's do a 6-man tag. Ooh, a 6-man tornado tag between Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio, and Dusty Rhodes. And then we will do Carlito versus Ken Kennedy. Wait a second. I missed that somewhere. Hold on. Where did I miss? I missed something. Oh yeah, Undertaker and Ric Flair. Undertaker and Ric Flair. Alright, so that should be everybody. No inactives. Okay. Got a submission there, 6-man, and then it's single. Let's actually make this just a regular single. And then we'll make this one a submission. This is a lot. A lot is going on here. Okay. So to start it off, we got the tag team match between the champions, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, versus Big Show and Umaga, the #1 contenders. Second is going to be the rivalry between Undertaker and Ric Flair. Next up will be a non-title match between Trish Stratus, which is our current WWE Women's Champion, and then Melina. Tori Wilson is going to be in Trish Stratus's, and then Lita will be in Melina's. That's actually going to be a pretty good match. Cactus Jack versus The Rock. We got the Tornado 6-man tag team between Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Carlito versus Rob Van Dam. We might actually fuck around and watch that one. And then, of course, the submission match. So I think that's everything. That's a stacked-ass lineup for a first Monday Night Raw. For the first one, that's pretty damn stacked. Okay. This one I kind of want to watch. This one might actually be pretty good. We got RVD and Randy Orton in a rivalry. We got Rey Mysterio and Dusty Rhodes that are in a rivalry. And then we also got Carlito and Ken Kennedy, who are also in a rivalry. So all three of those rivalries taking place in a very big 6-man tornado tag. Followed by the main event with John Cena versus Edge. So let's click this one and let's no disqualifications on this one. No DQs on this one. Let's just let them duke it out. Let's get to it. Oh, dude, these freaking load screens. Wow. Classic, the Chain Gang John Cena.
This is Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and we welcome you to live Raw action from Providence, Rhode Island.
Can you believe how loud these fans are, JR? They know they're about to see the greatest superstars in sports.
Goodness gracious. Oh, that's great. I can't even freaking adjust volume settings in here. Let's see if I can adjust my volume in here.
King, the Raw superstars never fail to impress, and I can't wait to get started. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
So that sucks. I can't even really excuse me. I can't even adjust the volume, so I got commentators on here. I was gonna try and commentate myself.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
Oh,
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
this is absolute madness. RVD already with the finisher.
It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well, then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
All right.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get
Oh,
exhausted.
god dang. Orton with a massive clothesline to RVD.
JR, I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars
Dusty Rhodes is already hurting as it is. Oh, and Dusty Rhodes with a running bulldog to RVD, or to Randy Orton, excuse me. Got RVD and Rey Mysterio battling out. Two former ECW superstars, as you know there. Oh, an RKO out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Superstars to their careers. No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster is having to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know. It really is like being married.
Oh, looks like RVD's got Carlito in a submission over there. And Rey Mysterio's gonna break that up real quick. Oh my goodness, it's absolute pandemonium. Uh-oh. Looks like Rey Mysterio setting up for the 619. Dusty Rhodes is dazed and... Oh! Rey Mysterio! Oh, and RVD able to break it up. RVD's struggling over there with Randy Orton. Oh my goodness, and Carlitos just ran over in the corner. Both superstars are down on that one.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far. Oh man, I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
And another running bulldog by Dusty Rhodes on Randy Orton. And Rey Mysterio's just getting beat down. The referee's gotten hit. Remember, folks, this is a no disqualification match, and the referee goes down. The referee goes down.
Are you kidding? Now anything goes. It doesn't get any better than that, JR. He's slipped. The referee is down, and now there's no one to maintain order in this match. Where do they find these?
I don't think there was any order to begin with in this match, JR.
I'm not sure I agree with what the referee is out, King. Will we see someone take advantage?
Oh, RVD gets slammed outside of the ring there.
Great opportunity. Watch out. He reversed it.
All these superstars are just hurting all of them. Oh, look at Rob Van Dam go. Oh my gosh.
Van Dam might seem laid back, but don't ever mistake that for a lack of a boy. Talk about rubbing your opponent's nose in it. And eyes, for that matter. That move can temporarily blind your opponent if they're not lucky.
Carlito whipped into the corner. Dusty Rhodes gonna give him a good old knee to the chest.
Boy, what an incredible competitor Rey Mysterio is. I'd have to say that pound for
Dusty Rhodes with the reversal.
the most exciting superstar on the Smackdown roster.
That's an easy claim to make, JR. Mysterio only weighs about 90 pounds soaking wet with a brick in each pocket.
Will you stop it? He's
Dusty Rhodes here with the cover. 2.
5'6"
Oh, and Rey Mysterio breaks it up.
end of the spectrum, but
That was a close call. That was almost a finish right there.
I still think Mysterio should hit the yellow brick road and get himself back to Munchkin Land.
excellent counter. What ring presence?
Oh, Dusty Rhodes with a shot to the kidney on Carlito.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that
Check this out, JR.
it's the bionic elbow, a classic signature maneuver.
And Dusty Rhodes is trying to end this one early.
This match. He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on.
Here's the cover, JR.
And it's all over. Carlito pins Dusty Rhodes for the win. Well, there you have it, folks. Looks like it's going to be Carlito, Rey Mysterio, and Randy Orton picking up the win this time. And we will go ahead and skip that because that's a copyright music, and I don't know why it's playing that. It should not be playing that. What the hell? I have music turned off. I don't know why it's playing that. That's so weird. All right. So that one was obviously a pretty good match. That was a crazy match. We'll go ahead and simulate all the rest of them. Looks like Triple H and Shawn Michaels took the wins over Big Show and Umaga. Undertaker took the win over Ric Flair. Melina takes the win over the champion Trish Stratus with Lita in her corner. That's an interesting one. Maybe we could set up something next week with Lita and Tori Wilson, with Trish Stratus and maybe Melina in the corner. That might be a good one. Cactus Jack takes the win over The Rock. No surprise there. Of course, we had our 6-man tag team with Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Carlito. And then Edge taking the win over John Cena, the champion, in a single submission match. Wow. Let's see what our fan changes. SmackDown gets an additional 60 on the card. The match of the week does go to Cactus Jack. That's interesting. Match of the week has to go to Cactus Jack. This Cactus Jack match, it had its share of momentum swings and ended with a fantastic finish. Nice. New champion. Looks like they had a championship match over there. Edge prevailed in a good showing and a victory for Mankind over on Mankind. Is Mankind over on SmackDown, I guess? That's interesting. Let's go ahead and check out what the ratings were. Looks like this one got us a 3. Cactus Jack versus The Rock got us 3.5 stars. This one only got us 2.5. Not all that great of a start for the women's division. But we're working on it. I'm very surprised that this one only got a 3-star rating. That was a crazy ass match. There was a lot of intensity in that one. Edge and John Cena, obviously with the upset on John Cena. And then Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And so pretty decent. Let's go check out what SmackDown did. SmackDown didn't even have a first match. So that's crazy. They did have oh, well, of course they're gonna have a 4-star match. They got a hardcore match versus Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart. A tag team championship between Jim Neidhart and Batista. That's an interesting one. Eddie Guerrero and Roddy Piper. That's actually a pretty damn good team. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even think about that one. That's actually really good. A hardcore triple threat. Oh wow. Mankind and Bam Bam Bigelow. Dude Love and Super Crazy. How the fuck are you gonna use Mankind and Dude Love in the same match? That's so weird. They also got Mick Foley and Mr. Perfect. That one's actually 2 legends as well. Or no, Mr. Perfect is a legend. Mick Foley, I don't think, is not. And then Steve Austin and Gregory Helms. Steve Austin and Gregory Helms. I feel like that's just like a waste. That's a waste. Wow. What a waste. Give me 1 second, chat, and we'll be right back with some more SmackDown versus Raw. All right, let's go ahead and get started up here on the next Smackdown versus Raw. It is Washington, D.C. Let's start off this match. We gotta start it off with something big here. They did get a 60,000 change, which honestly is not that bad. Considering the fact that they had a bunch of legends on their card, they really didn't get too much of a change there. Let's also, you know what, before we go into that, let's go ahead and check how our rivalries are doing. Looks like all of our rivalries are doing good here. We can definitely get something rolling here. Let's do Carlito and Ken Kennedy to start it off on Monday Night Heat. Let's do a normal tag team here. And we'll do Lita and Melina versus Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson. Flip those around. There we go. We'll do a normal tag team there to start it off between the ladies. Let them start off the show real quick. The Rock versus Cactus Jack. We will go in. A preset. What? That's so weird. Why would they? Carlito and Trish Stratus versus Ken. That's so weird. All right. Yeah, this one doesn't even make sense. What the hell? Alright, so let's start it off here. Singles match between The Rock and, I believe, Cactus Jack. Yes, The Rock and Cactus Jack to start it off. Secondary will be the tag team. We'll do a normal tag team here between Melina and Trish. Oops. And then we'll do Tori Wilson and Lita and Melina. Yeah, I'm cool with that. No, we're gonna actually do the Carlito versus Ken Kennedy on that one. Second one, we'll do merchandise sponsorship. And then we will do another single. We'll do Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam for this one. Another singles, we will do Dusty Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. The Rock versus Cactus Jack. John Cena versus Edge is going to be our second to main event. This will be our main event. And then RVD versus Orton. And this one will be a elimination. An elimination tag team match. So Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Big Show and Umaga. Oh, that one is actually supposed to be there. And then we'll do... You know what we could do? We could do... Let's do John Cena and Edge as the managers on here. John Cena versus Edge. And then we'll do Randy Orton and RVD, right? Let's go ahead and switch Edge over here and John Cena over there. And then we'll do a rivalry in place of a match just in case, because I don't know if this is going to affect whether or not they have, and I don't want to ruin the rivalry. So, and let's also do inactive superstars: Undertaker, Carlito, Ric Flair, and Ken Kennedy. Okay. Super dark match. We'll do Undertaker versus Ric Flair. Undertaker and Ric Flair, Carlito and Ken Kennedy. Carlito and Ken Kennedy over here. Undertaker and Ric Flair over here. Let's actually go ahead and swap those and do that. I think that ought to do it well. So this week we got, to start it off, opening match is going to be Cactus Jack versus The Brock. We do have a normal tag team match between Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson versus Melina and Alita, with Trish Stratus and Melina being the rivalry. Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. I'm glad I went over that. We can actually do Undertaker versus Ric Flair on this one. And then switch this one to Bacon. Oh, fuck. Wrong one. Singles. Carlito and Ken Kennedy. We'll actually do the Carlito and Ken Kennedy up here. I don't think... I don't have one open for... Alright, so I don't have a rivalry open for Undertaker versus Ric Flair. So we'll actually put them on the Heat as a dark match. Okay, so mid cards we got Carlito versus Kennedy, Dusty Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio, and then we do have a rivalry in place of a match, which is going to be RVD and Randy Orton. We do have Randy Orton versus RVD Oh, actually, we need to change that around to Cena and Edge. Because John Cena and Edge are not technically fighting. They have to be the ones with the rivalry in place because that'll keep their rivalry going. And then, of course, the elimination tag match at the end with Triple H and Shawn Michaels. All right, let's get back into it here. So Undertaker versus Ric Flair, and then we got all the rest of them. Make sure nothing. There we go. Confirm match card. Yes. We will simulate this one and see who wins. Undertaker picks up the win against Ric Flair. We got Cactus Jack versus The Rock, Trish Stratus, Carlito versus Ken Kennedy. Let's watch this Triple H versus Shawn Michaels match. And I just want to see if they come out. If they do come out to their DX entrance. Kind of curious to see it. So we'll watch the main event this week to see how the main event goes. And see how that works out. Oh, wow, they do. Yo, that's so sick. All right, I can't show it because freaking copyright. Damn, that sucks. I really want to watch that too. It is what it is, you know. All right, we gotta go past that. One more to skip. And then we'll skip the Margos. All right, 1 second here. Do that. All right.
It doesn't matter who Umagas in the ring against or how I feel about them personally. I pity them.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't even know if Umaga understands the whole concept of winning a match. I think he just hits his opponent until they don't get up anymore.
I don't care how tough you are. After going a few rounds with a Samoan bulldozer, not getting up must start to seem like a pretty good idea. The referee saw the tag.
All right. Looks like we got a Mago with the tag there.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anyway.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
That went nowhere.
Looks like a tag to me. Oh boy, there's the tag. This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans...
He's tagged in his partner. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
The tag is...
Oh, look. It's a fluffy Mr. Panda.
There's the tag.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to go give the dogs some water. They were out of water already. Dude, yes. So many memories.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
So Triple H and HBK, obviously D-Generation X, are the current champions.
Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King,
Woo!
something about hot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved with age.
Oh. Oh. That's so much weight on the middle back of Triple H. Oh. Oh, and now back to the stomach, to the abdomen. He's just walking all over Triple H. Oh, Triple H with the reversal. Looks like he's going to come back to HBK, tag his partner in there. Let's see if they can do something double team style. And it looks like, oh, no. It looks like the Big Show's got him trapped in the corner there. Oh.
And anytime you can't even defend yourself against blows like that.
Oh, this is looking real bad for Triple H here, who's in the corner, in his opponent's corner here. Let's not forget that HBK is the legal man here. Big Show is just dominating. Tags in his tag partner, Umaga, and Umaga is going to come in and take over. Looks like, oh, what? Not sure what the referee was doing there, arguing with HBK. HBK is the legal man. Big Show is in the ring, just doing whatever he wants. Looks like the referee doesn't care, and oh, now the referee's going to intervene. Umaga off of the second rope with a drop straight to the head. Oh my God, you know that's gotta hurt. Oh, Umaga accidentally getting a little piece of the ref there. Looks like Umaga's gonna toss him into the corner, and oh, HBK is just able to get out of the way. Looks like he's gonna try to get, oh, Umaga tried to stop the tag there, unable to. Looks like HBK is gonna try to, oh, the thumb to the eye. Umaga is definitely playing dirty here today. Let's see what he can do, see if he can counter. Umaga's ready to do his finisher, and there it is, the Samoan Spike. Oh, and HBK is down. Here comes the cover. Can Triple H get there in time? Oh, he cannot. Big Show with the save. Big Show with the save. Oh my gosh. It's now just Triple H with Big Show and Umaga both in there. Don't forget this is an elimination tag match, so HBK is going to be retiring early tonight, going back to the locker room. That leaves Triple H just by himself against two superstars, and very dominant ones at that. Two very huge superstars, super heavyweights over here. Triple H is going to have to pull everything he's got out of his hat in order to stay in it here. Looks like he's going to take him to the ropes, and oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, you know that has got to hurt. Looks like they took a lot out of Triple H there. He's going to have to regain a little bit of stamina there. In the meantime, looks like Umaga's going to tag in the fresh man with the Big Show. Triple H gets a shoulder slam there and gets taken down to the mat. Let's see what, oh, and Triple H reverses, brings him back in. Big Show says, not today. Oh, and Triple H back again. They're just going back and forth here, back and forth. Let's see who can finish it off. And Triple H, oh, Triple H is able to come out on top against the Big Show. Big Show is not even affected by it. Totally no-sells it. Triple H is in a world of trouble here, just out here by himself. Hopefully he's able to hold it down and pick up the win for his team. It would be a major upset for the underdogs to come back and win this one against the tag team champs here. Ooh, and Big Show goes down again. A big man falling hard. Looks like we got a submission going here from Triple H, and Umaga comes in to break it up. Looks like oh, shoulder block straight to the chest. Triple H is coming up to, oh, the Big Show's going for it. Here comes the choke slam. Oh my God. Oh, and Triple H is able to just kick out of it like that. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. What a crazy, crazy scenario. Oh, Big Show's able to kick him from the back, and one more time, coming for the choke slam. One more time, this might be it. Oh, another one. Big Show's gonna bring him to the center of the ring, goes up for the cover up. 1, 2, 3. That's it, and Big Show and Umaga pick up the win over Triple H and HBK, the tag team champions. Well, we can't play that because it's copyright. I can't figure out how to turn off the copyright music. But the Big Show and Umaga with an insane comeback from last week to pick up the win over the tag team champions. Wow, what a match. Let's see what else we got. We'll go ahead and simulate the rest of all these. Let's go ahead and start from the top. Looks like Cactus Jack loses to The Rock in a singles match to start off the night. Trish Stratus and Tori Wilson redeemed themselves from last week with the win over Melina and Lita. And Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy there, is going to pick up the win over Carlito. That's going to be it's looking to be a very interesting rivalry there. Dusty Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio's picking up the win over Dusty Rhodes. Of course, we have Rob Van Dam picking up the win over Randy Orton. John Cena and Edge. John Cena, the current tag team champion, in the corner of Rob Van Dam. So that's going to go ahead and boost up John Cena's ratings as well. And then, of course, the Big Show and Umaga with the insane win in the main event. Wow. Let's check out what happened over here on Heat on the dark match. Undertaker versus Ric Flair again over Ric Flair. Let's see how we did in the ratings here. And Raw picks up 90 90,000. Wow. Looks like we got a 90,000 change over SmackDown here. SmackDown not doing too well this week, unfortunately for them. We did have Rey Mysterio in a good showing, a victory for John Cena and his tag partner. The match of the week was once again the match of the week going to The Rock and Cactus Jack. Wow, what a good week for us. That puts us up 30,000 over the that puts us 30,000 over SmackDown. Actually, a little more than 30,000. Looks like 60,000 maybe. I don't know. We'll have to do the math later. I'm not good with math. Let's look at the Power 25 here. Looks like a lot of the Power 25 is SmackDown to start it off. A lot of them is SmackDown. We do have Rey Mysterio up here in the Power 25. Goodness gracious. We only got 2 in the top 10. 3 in the top 10. Yeah, we're gonna have to boost that up. I can't believe, where is even John Cena in this thing? John Cena. And then Randy Orton is the WWE champion. Why is Randy Orton the WWE champion? What? I don't remember doing that. Anyways, we can run that up as that's so weird. Who's Randy Orton? Who do I got Randy Orton going up against? Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. So we'll go ahead and do Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam for the main event, I guess. At Backlash, or maybe we'll do this one as the main event at Backlash. This one is obviously the match of the week, so 3.5 stars there, 3 stars there, 3 stars there, 2.5 for the Carlito versus Ken Kennedy. We got 3 stars for Undertaker versus Ric Flair, so we might bring them up to the main card next week, and switch things around, or we might even do a fatal 4-way possibly with all these guys. I don't know how that's gonna affect the rivalry, so we'll see how that works. Not a bad show though. All in all, not a bad show. Let's see what SmackDown put on. SmackDown did not do jack shit. Gregory Helms versus Daivari, with 1.5 stars. That's not all that great. Tag team with Mankind and Mr. Perfect versus Roddy Piper and Bobby Lashley. Now this was a solid 4-star match. Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Dude Love, and Mick Foley. Make it make sense. In a fatal 4-way steel cage, pulling out all the stops with the big matches. 6-man tornado tag team. We had one of those last week, I believe, for to start off our season. Looks like they had Jim Neidhart, Kurt Angle, and Batista with Steve Austin. They're finally using Steve Austin for something good, finally. So, all right, let's start it off one more time. We're gonna do Carlito and Ken Kennedy on this one. And then we will put the Undertaker and you know what? How do I want to do this? Let's do Undertaker versus Ric Flair with Carlito and who's Carlito against? Ken Kennedy? I think that ought to be a good match right there. And then that way, maybe we can get Ric Flair up there as well. We will remove this match there. To start it off, Ooh, the parking lot brawl. Why not? Let's do a parking lot brawl. Let's get after it and see what happens there. Oh, you know what? I did not check. I didn't see how much money I made off of that merchandise sponsor. But we'll go again with it. Forget it. You know, I mean, why not? Oh, you know what I should do? Actually, I should do pay-per-view hypes. Let me do pay-per-view hypes on these. We'll do Trish Stratus versus Melina on this one. Dusty Rhodes, and then we'll do Tori Wilson and Lita, right? Yeah, we'll do singles with the manager. Let's actually go ahead and switch this around. There. Let's do this. Let's do Triple H versus The Big Show. Because he won against him last week. Oh, I don't know if doing a singles match is gonna throw off this damn rivalry though. That's the only thing. Let's do a rivalry and place in a match. Let's change this one down here with this one. Let's do Umaga versus Shawn Michaels up here. And then this one, we'll do John Cena versus Edge. We just have a lot of superstars that we got to work with. Let's see. We'll do Undertaker, Ric Flair, Carlito, and Ken Kennedy here on Heat. This one will be... Gotta get a... Let me get a grip on what's going on here. John Cena versus Edge. We need to get... Randy Orton. Oops. Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. Carlito and Ken Kennedy, Undertaker and Ric Flair, Trish Stratus and Melina. You know what? Let's do a tag on this one. And let's go ahead and switch this around because Melina, I believe, is the dirty one. Trish Stratus is the clean. And then we're going to have to put Tori Wilson and Lita over here. So that should give us everybody. Tori Wilson and Lita. Ken Kennedy and Carlito and Undertaker and Ric Flair are on Heat. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Why not? I don't think we've watched a John Cena versus Edge, but let's watch this backstage brawl just to kick it off. So this is how we're going to kick off Monday Night Raw, with the backstage brawl between Cactus Jack and The Rock. 2 weeks in a row with the match of the week, and we will keep it going as well, hopefully with another match of the week, opening the night off with a insane backstage parking lot brawl. Let's see what happens here. Oh my god, we're starting it off early. Cactus Jack throwing The Rock directly into the limo window, cracking it already. Wow, can't believe already we're starting it off. Looks like, oh, what's he gonna do here? What's, uh-oh, looks like he's opening the door. Oh, no, no, you can't do that. Oh my god. Oh, multiple times. Just oh my goodness. Oh god, Cactus Jack is able to stop it. That was horrible. You know his ankle has got to be messed up after that. 2 times in the door. My goodness. Let's see how Cactus Jack comes back from that. The Rock able to get Cactus Jack off his back there for just a minute. And let's see where he goes from here. Cactus Jack with the reversal. And oh, not on the concrete. Not on the concrete. Oh. Oh my god. Cactus Jack slams The Rock directly onto the concrete. Oh my goodness. You know that's gotta hurt your back, your neck, your head, just everything, just making concrete with solid ground. And oh my god. Cactus Jack slams The Rock's head directly onto the concrete. My goodness, this is turning out to be quite a brawl. They're going back and forth, and The Rock is able to finally get him. What's The Rock doing here? Oh, Rock is still working on that ankle there from earlier. The Rock was able to get Cactus Jack's ankle there in the door of that limo, and continues to work on the ankle. And oh, here comes Cactus Jack firing back with some hits of his own. And The Rock says, no, I'm not having it. We're going back to the ankle, back to the leg. But as you know, this is a backstage parking lot brawl. Right here, kicking it off on Monday Night Raw. There are no submissions, so The Rock has got to figure something out other than working on that leg. You can't just tap him out here. You gotta finish your opponent off. And Cactus Jack knows that. That's why he's working on the back there of the Rock. And oh, another drop kick to the back. Cactus Jack is ready to get his finisher going. But the Rock says no, he's not gonna allow it. Oh, and now the Rock is ready to do his finisher. Both superstars are ready for action here. Looks like the Rock is gonna do a figure, or not a figure four. Still working on the legs there. God, what is that? A Boston? Not the Boston Curve. What the hell is it called? Anyways, he's working on it. Cactus Jack able to push off the Rock a little bit to get some distance there. Looks like Cactus Jack has got him hold there, and then the Rock is gonna be able to turn that around and no. Oh no! Oh my God! Oh, the Rock just flips Cactus Jack directly onto that concrete again. What a crazy match this is turning out to be. And uh-oh, here comes the Rock Bottom! Oh my God! The Rock Bottom directly onto that concrete. Cactus Jack's back has gotta be messed up after that one. Cactus Jack is drawing some more room around. The Rock is trying to build up some steam here. Cactus Jack answers back with a slap to the chest. Woo! Style. Let's see what Cactus Jack can pull out of his hat here. The Rock able to roll out of the way, and Cactus Jack, oh, gets dodged. The Rock comes back with the slap to the back of the head, and the Rock again trying to work on those legs and lower back. And oh my gosh! Did he just throw his head through that? Oh my goodness, I looked away for 1 second. This is why you don't want to turn your head. You don't want to miss a single second of this match. You never know what could happen in these things. Here comes Cactus Jack and oh! My God, how is the Rock still able to move after all of the damage that he has taken here tonight at the hands of Cactus Jack? Looks like Cactus Jack there is going to try to work on the legs a little bit of payback from the Rock for the Rock. And oh, the Rock with the right hand. And, oh my goodness, the Rock with a major right, knocking Cactus Jack right on his behind. Uh-oh, let's see what we got here. Cactus Jack gonna get a couple of jabs in there. Tells you how you like that. Both superstars have got to be exhausted now. We're starting this Monday night off. Oh! Oh my goodness, can Cactus Jack finish it off? Let's see what Cactus Jack has got for the Rock. And the Rock reverses. And the Rock is going to continue to try to work on the legs and lower back, really on the lower back there of Cactus Jack. I don't know why the Rock continues to do this. There are no submissions back here in a backstage brawl, but it does seem to be taking its toll here. Cactus Jack has got to pull something out quick. Oh, with the low blow. Cactus Jack with the low blow. Oh, my goodness, Cactus Jack. The Rock is laid out. Let's see if Cactus Jack can finish him off here. Picks him up on his shoulders and oh my goodness, another slam to the Rock directly to the cement. I cannot believe the Rock is still able to stand. Oh, Cactus Jack just asserting his dominance here tonight. What a way to kick off Monday Night Raw. Cactus Jack just in full domination here tonight. The Rock is unable to answer the match of the week for 2 weeks in a row and shaping up to be another one right here on Monday Night Raw. Kicking it off with a backstage brawl. Can you believe it? And, oh, Cactus Jack goes down low. Dirty plays. Let's see if this will be it. That's it. That is it for The Rock. Cactus Jack taking the win. What a way to start off Monday Night Raw. My goodness. All right, so it looks like it's going to be Cactus Jack picking up the win against The Rock here tonight. Let's go ahead and simulate the rest of these matches. Looks like Alita picks up the win over Tori Wilson. No surprise there. Ric Flair and Carlito. The team of Ric Flair and Carlito overtaking Undertaker and Ken Kennedy. Ric Flair really needed to get that stop there on the Undertaker on a 2-week losing streak. So good thing that he picked up the win there with the help of Carlito in his corner. Cactus Jack, of course, taking the win over The Rock. Shawn Michaels takes over the win for Umaga. That's a good match there. Edge again with the win over John Cena. It looks like Edge might be going towards #1 contender spot for that championship match. Looks like Rey Mysterio and Trish Stratus take the win over Dusty Rhodes and Melina. I believe that's Rey Mysterio's second or third week here with the win over Dusty Rhodes. So not looking too good for Dusty Rhodes there. Triple H coming up successful against the Big Show. That means that Triple H and Shawn Michaels, both the tag team champions, have beaten the Big Show and Umaga in singles divisions, proving that they still got what it takes over that loss from last week. Randy Orton takes the L over Rob Van Dam. So Randy Orton, the champion, has taken the L over Rob Van Dam here. Major upset there. Let's see what the ratings change is over here. I'm guessing SmackDown might have won this week as well. No, it looks like Raw with another 50,000. Let's go. Raw is on fire as of lately. We are winning in the race compared to SmackDown. SmackDown did have a 3-star rating as well. That brings our fans up to 5,080,000 as compared to SmackDown with 4,920,000. Looking good in the ratings coming up to a pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Highlight of the week, looks like we're going to be single match. And Edge emerging victorious on that one. The match of the week, again, goes to Cactus Jack and The Rock. They just cannot be stopped here. Mankind prevailed. Let's see how SmackDown fared on this week. We got Raw in Houston, Texas this weekend. So we're going to have to do something crazy for that one. 4-star rating and then 3 stars all the way around. Our 2.5 matches are okay over here on Heat. No problem. It's a good thing that we're keeping them over there with all the rest of our 3-star matches over here. HJS Pro, what is going on? No biggie. We're kind of live streaming, just hanging out. No big deal if, we don't got any viewers. We're just chilling, It's a classic game, and it's a very niche game too. So not a lot of people into wrestling, and not a lot of people who like to watch general manager mode. But it is what it is. Looks like they had 2 3.5 stars. Hulk Hogan and Steve Austin versus Bret Hart and Bam Bam Bigelow. Now that is a crazy matchup. A fatal 4-way ladder match between Eddie Guerrero, Jim Neidhart, and Batista and Kurt Angle. Okay, not bad. They are still crutching on doing these very crazy matches, like First Blood, handicap matches, things like that, in order to try and kind of float themselves, but it's not doing too well for them. So here we are in Houston, Texas. do. Actually, let's pay-per-view hype and another pay-per-view hype. Let's do we'll do that. I'm cool with that. We'll switch the main event here to this one. Cactus Jack versus... Where's he at? Oh, it's already there. Duh. Cactus Jack versus The Rock. Singles match. We got a... let's see, whose hometown is it? Dusty Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio to start it off. Then we can have... We'll do another tag team. We'll do a tornado tag team. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Big Show, and Umaga. Singles match here. Do Undertaker versus Ric Flair. John Cena versus Edge. We'll do with managers. And we'll do Lita. Or no. Trish Stratus. And Melina. And then we'll go ahead and swap them. Alright. We got that. Where am I? I thought there was... I guess not. Okay. Who are my inactives for this week? Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. And then we could do Carlito, Ken Kennedy, and then Lita and Tori Wilson. Okay. Randy Orton versus... Who's Randy Orton over there? Rob Van Dam. Whose hometown is it? Undertaker, Dusty Rhodes. Oh, shoot. Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. Then inactives are Carlito, Ken Kennedy, then Lita and Tori Wilson. Tori Wilson versus Lita. That's it, right? That's everybody? Carlito, Ken Kennedy, and Lita and Tori Wilson over there. Alright, let's go and check on our rivalries here. Oh shoot, I lost a rivalry? Which one did I lose? Oh, I lost the Carlito and Ken Kennedy. What the hell? That's fine. That actually works out better because I have less rivalries working at the same time. So that's fine. I got all the hometown stars here. Let's do an interview space to Shawn Michaels, considering it is his hometown. So it's his hometown. We can do a interview for Shawn Michaels, get him more of a boost, and it's his hometown. Well, it's not his hometown. It's Houston, but he's Texas. So, that'll lead directly into their match. Got Dusty Rhodes and Rey Mysterio starting it off with Dusty Rhodes being the hometown. Undertaker versus Ric Flair. I just don't want to miss that one. I don't want to mess that one up and not have it. You know what I'm saying? Like because if you don't put them in the match as the contenders and you put them as managers, I think it erases the rivalry. So we're going to have to do that instead, which can put this as a pay-per-view hype, I guess. You start some shit up. We're not gonna do that. We'll do a pay-per-view hype instead. Which one should we watch? We haven't watched John Cena versus Edge yet. So maybe we could watch John Cena versus Edge. It's between John Cena versus Edge or Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam. Y'all make the choice. You know, Randy Orton versus Edge, or we could watch John Cena versus Edge with Trish and Melina. And maybe we can be, you know what we could do? Let's do this one, but let's play as Trish Stratus. Because I don't want to interrupt the feud between those two. But if we can be one of the managers, and we can go over there and fuck up, what's his name? And don't ask why the name is Homer Simpson. It's it's a save file that I downloaded. Here we go. John Cena versus Randy Orton. The two #1 contenders that are going to face off this weekend at Backlash to see who's going to be the #1 contender for that championship belt.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they keep the fans happy,
She fired back. I wasn't ready.
Were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But
Take
that's
that.
not the case now, is it?
boy, this John Cena.
Oh,
Look at him feeding off the energy
Really?
from the capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. Believe he countered that one.
Better watch yourself.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King.
Oh, wait a second.
These fans don't give a damn about Edge because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive him to Smackdown with the way you slander him.
He's a slippery devil. He's not going to get caught with that one.
Why is my targeting? Actually, hold up. Targeting's auto, but
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They already got a pretty good... He's going for the cover, JR.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on.
woo!
in the
I was able to interfere. Forgot how to run.
So, oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick. His opponent's down. He's going for it.
And there it is. He's got the STFU locked in.
He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills.
We are whooping Melina's
When it
ass.
comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to
What do you got to say, ref?
help the WWE
What?
and United
What?
States
What you got to say?
Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their mind, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
Oh, oh, take that.
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? He's going up. This could backfire.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's
I
going.
gotta remember how to do a strong grapple.
I think this is
There we go.
an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well,
God dang.
from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty good, though, I must say.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. You're in the middle of a summer night. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog when the case is
Oh,
overtaken.
hey.
All right, enough. I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here.
Oh,
This is gonna hurt.
Man alive! We talk about physical dominance.
piece of shit.
His opponent effortlessly and use that security barricade as a weapon. I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR.
How dare you hit a lady?
Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting young prospects in all of WWE.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people know it. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, Gene. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite frankly, I find him to have more character than many so-called respectable superstars.
There's a difference between entertaining the fans and setting a bad example, JR. I think the fact that SmackDown could ever allow John Cena to become WWE champion is an example of why they're the #2 brand in sports entertainment.
You're not going to get me to say that SmackDown's superior to Raw. But if they were, John Cena would be a large part of the reason.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
Well, you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What to expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Guys, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a 10-fall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
So happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster.
So, he's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be! Not the FU!
Pin him, pin him, pin him, pin him, pin him.
Sure, JR.
Go for the
I'd love
fucking
to hear
pin.
it.
What are you doing? Damn.
In a pinning predicament.
We beat the shit out of Melina.
Here's your winner.
All right. Enough of that. That's copyrighted music. We can't have that. All right, let's simulate the rest here. Rey Mysterio beats Dusty Rhodes again 4 times in a row now. Ric Flair with the win over Undertaker. They are now 2-2 on their rivalry. That's nice. John Cena versus Edge. John Cena picks up the win. Rob Van Dam over Randy Orton. It looks like Rob Van Dam is doing pretty good against the WWE champion. We do have Shawn Michaels and Triple H beating Big Show and Umaga once again. And then Cactus Jack again with the win over The Rock. Let's see how our ratings fare this week. And we got another win this week with 30,000 fans. Sleeper match that in. See how they did. They also got a 3-star. All right, let's see how SmackDown did. 2-star, Super Crazy versus Daivari. That rivalry is not working out very well. Dude Love and Booker T. 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. They have 3.5 stars. Damn. A table triple threat tag team tornado for the championship. That's interesting. And then a singles match. Between Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart with Mankind and Roddy Piper. That's an interesting one. Let's see how we're gonna do this one. Tornado tag match. Let's do a singles match. Steel cage between Cactus Jack and The Rock. Actually, let's do an ultimate submission. And we will do a 10-minute ultimate submission on this one. Between... Isn't that the rivalry already? Undertaker versus Ric Flair? Yeah. This one... We will do a... Or should I do a hardcore match? Cactus Jack in a hardcore match? Cactus Jack. Should I do that one? Cactus Jack. Oop. Cactus Jack and The Rock in a hardcore match. I think we'll do it like that instead. Let's do a ladder match between John Cena and Edge, and the winner will be guaranteed a contract as a #1 contender. Actually, let's look at that rivalry. We can do... I'm trying to think about how I want to do this, because I want to... Yeah, we'll do that. That just, it makes it easier for me, honestly. I don't know why the hell I did it like that to begin with. So what we'll do is we will do... This one will be Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam in a ladder match. Can I do a steel cage with... No, I can't. Okay. Can I do tables with... No, I can't. Okay. So hardcore match started off between Cactus Jack and The Rock. Undertaker versus Ric Flair in an ultimate submission. I feel like that's going to be a good one because Undertaker has his triangle chokehold, and then Ric Flair has his figure four. Randy Orton versus Rob Van Dam, and that's going to get their ladder match. That one should be good. Steel cage. That one's gonna be for the tag team championships. This one's gonna be for the, and we're actually gonna do a last man standing on this one. Tori Wilson and Lita. All right, let me make sure I did all my rivalry. So I got Cactus Jack and The Rock, Orton and Rob Van Dam, Trish and Melina, the tag team, Cena and Edge. Let me just make sure I got all my rivalries covered here. Rhodes and Rey Mysterio. That's one that I need to put. How am I gonna do this? What should the match be for Rey Mysterio and Dusty Rhodes? Should we leave it as submission or should we change it up? That's the question. I don't know what kind of match I would throw for these two. It's just such a weird rivalry between these two. We could do First Blood. I don't know. Thing is, I don't think I have anybody that I could do for a good special guest referee. Let's just do a regular submission on that. So let's make sure that I don't... Alright, so that one's for the Women's Champion. The World Tag Team Champion, the WWE Champion. Ah, this is the one. Intercontinental Champion. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is 4 championships. Yeah. Alright. Make sure everything's good. I mean, I hate to say it, but I kind of want to watch this John Cena versus Edge match again. The last man standing for the WWE Championship? I mean, that shit can go anywhere. Let's watch this one. Fuck it. We'll watch it. We'll watch The Last Man Standing. It's the main event for the first pay-per-view of the year, so we gotta watch it. You know what? I should have put interference and then maybe sent out whoever won the ladder match. Fuck.
What a reversal. He countered that one perfectly. And it's been reversed.
All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go try and take some medicine real quick.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody will be pushing up daisies.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
He reversed it.
There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR!
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
Here it comes, JR. He's in position.
Oh, man, what a spear. That's a tooth chipper for sure.
I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for them.
Oh, you're full of it, King. These fans don't give a damn about Edge because they know that Edge doesn't give a damn about them either.
How can you say that, JR? Edge is one of the most exciting and dynamic superstars on the Raw roster. And I hope you don't drive into SmackDown with the way you slander him. Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way. I'm so happy that we have a superstar like Edge on the Raw roster. Someone who sets goals for himself and doesn't let anything stop him from reaching them. He's a great role model for young fans.
Oh, he's a terrific role model, all right. Edge is a real humanitarian. A guy who would just as soon sell you out as look at you.
What are you talking about, JR? That's just a nasty rumor spread by people who wanted to be in Edge's league, but couldn't keep up with it.
Come on, King. You've watched Edge as much as I have, and you've seen the things he pulls. Talk about someone whose heart is as cold as the other side of the hill.
Well, I'm sorry you've decided to sympathize with the losers, JR. Me, I'm sticking with a winner. I'm sticking with Edge.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it.
What have I missed?
Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting young prospects in all of WWE.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all...
He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU.
Oh! Boom!
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edge heads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite superstar.
Or maybe it's because
They need to take this shit out of the ring.
right about the same time he turned on them, King. I think they do a pretty good job of making themselves heard, but with those boos instead of cheers now.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell
Ooh.
tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR. Look at the fans, JR.
Another.
They know what's
Hey,
coming
hey.
They sure do, and there it is.
The FU.
What an impact.
Again.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh my gosh, he might win it.
Why don't you just enlighten
He
the
might
rest of
win
us,
it.
King?
No way.
Oh, man, that was so close. That was so close.
King, you're also full of horsemen.
John Cena was so close to winning the WWE champion.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
Oh, god damn, what a right hand.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance to see it.
Yeah, and I'm happy
Oh,
to
John
see it
Cena.
too,
I mean,
JR.
Edge tried to charge John Cena coming out of the corner there.
This is classic.
Didn't work out too well in his favor. John Cena with a shoulder block there and
Wait a minute.
brings down Edge. He's going to try and count him out here.
Of course not, King. Although there was that rumor going around about your social security number was 1.
Oh, John Cena with the charge and is on top. Just strike after strike.
These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their
I think one more FU out of John Cena, and that might just do the trick to get Edge out for the count. The referee up to 7 now. 7 count. Edge is getting back up. And looks like John Cena is getting ready to set up here.
anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up
Edge is laid out flat.
The fans certainly seem to be into it.
Referee is beginning to count one more time.
to it. That's all that matters.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you have to get a... Oh! Oh, and Edge turns things around, slams the hell out of John Cena. He's going up to the top rope, and what does he got? Oh, the elbow drop. Oh my gosh. The elbow drop from hell by Edge.
How this one's gonna go.
And oh no, John Cena answering back with his own finisher, the FU.
JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
That's gotta be it. Referee begins to count to 10. If Edge cannot get back up by the count of 10, this match is over and John Cena becomes the new WWE champion.
Of these superstars to their careers.
And he did it. He did it. John Cena is now the new WWE champion. Wow, what a crazy way to end the night. Backlash. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching. John Cena is now your new WWE champion. Crank the non-copyright music. That was for the WWE champion, right? Why in the hell is it not giving him the WWE champion? Why did he not get it? That's so weird. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. That's weird. All right, let's simulate the rest to see how it went. Cactus Jack picks up yet another win against The Rock in a hardcore match. The Undertaker coming out with the win against Ric Flair in a submission match. Now that's a shock right there. Rob Van Dam. Looks like Rob Van Dam is going to be taking the Intercontinental Champion in a ladder match against Randy Orton. Trish Stratus retains her title against Melina in another submission match. Well, I did 2 submissions. I probably shouldn't have done that. Fudge. Shawn Michaels and Triple H versus Big Show and Umaga, picking up the win and maintaining their tag team championship titles in a steel cage here at Backlash. And of course, the new WWE champion, John Cena, prevailing over Edge with an FU to finish it off in a last man standing match. What a hell of a pay-per-view. Let's go to the ratings and see exactly what we're looking at here. That's an extra 775,000. Oh my gosh, with a 5-star rating. Are you kidding me? Wow. The new champion. Tag titles were defended, and a great match enjoyed by all was the Cactus Cack versus The Rock. The main event was tremendous. The preceding hype that has been built up for the main event was tremendous. The match did not disappoint either, as John Cena prevailed in an exciting ending. The rest of the show was also phenomenal, as the pay-per-view received a show rating of 4.5 out of 5 stars. Man, what a hell of a pay-per-view. Let's go back and check out the ratings on that. We got a 4.5 star here. Almost a 5-star on the last man standing. Wow. Cactus Jack and The Rock pull out a 4-star. We got a 3-star match for the submission match between Undertaker and Ric Flair, which is okay because there are mid-carders, so that's about right. Another one with Trish Stratus with Melina being that they're divas, a 3-star is totally fine. We're cool with that. The World Tag Team Championship match between Shawn Michaels, Triple H, or DX, and Big Show and Umaga, 4-star rating. That's a good one. And then of course a 3.5 between Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam, who's also our upper mid tier. All in all, freaking amazing matches here. Wow, really great. Umaga, Cody, or Dusty Rhodes, Umaga, Ken Kennedy, their contracts are expiring. It looks like a lot of people's contracts are expiring. So, on the next episode, we're gonna have to come back and deal with these expiring contracts. We're gonna have to come back and deal with that. Let's look at the Power 25 and see where we're at. They're up there at number 2. Rey Mysterio's up there at number 5. Cactus Jack at number 7. The Rock at number 9. John Cena at 12. Okay. So for Raw, let's take a look at just our personal Raw. Let's look at our Raw top 25 rating. Looks like Triple H. Rey Mysterio is up there. So that's pretty interesting. I know it's Dusty Rhodes and Rey Mysterio right now, currently in rivalries, but it looks like Rey Mysterio has been constantly winning, so we might change that around to Rey Mysterio maybe getting in the contender slot with a triple threat match with Randy Orton and Rob Van Dam. We'll get them in the mix there. Dusty Rhodes will go ahead and get rid of his contract. Carlito is in the top 10. It looks like Undertaker and Ric Flair are holding it down up there. Edge and Lita, excuse me, Edge and Lita. Umaga is down in the ranks bad. So is Undertaker. They keep on. It's Umaga and the Big Show. Where's the Big Show? The Big Show ain't even on this one, and that's because they're just honestly just losing continuously. Carlito. We'll do Carlito, Ken Kennedy, and Rey Mysterio, maybe? Is Ken Kennedy even on here? He's in the 14th spot, so... We'll do maybe Carlito insert. Carlito and Rey Mysterio for the Intercontinental. Randy Orton as the champion. So all these guys are contenders for the championship. Rob Van Dam is in the contention for the Intercontinental. So maybe we could do something there. But Rey Mysterio... Maybe we can incorporate Rey Mysterio with John Cena and Edge. That might be something we can do. Let's look at Edge's... Those are good numbers. Look at that fan support. That's great. So Rey Mysterio and Rob Van Dam, we're gonna have to re-sign them. You've been losing every week. You're going up against... Okay, so... for the most part, everybody is happy and content. They've been losing every week, so obviously they're going to be a little bit unhappy about that. Ken Kennedy, how about a title shot? How about no? Wait a second. Oh! I didn't even give him the title shot on that. What the hell? It should have been Carlito and Ken Kennedy instead of Undertaker and Ric Flair. Shit. Okay, that's no problem. This one's open for Ken Kennedy and Carlito, so maybe we can put Carlito versus Rey Mysterio or somebody and have them work their way up. Everything else is running pretty smooth. All of our rivalries are looking good so far. So yeah, Mr. Kennedy is gonna be there for Green Bay, Wisconsin. Let's just make sure. Yeah, he's gonna be coming up, so we're gonna have to give him a definitely something. Let's check out our popularity list here. So maybe we could do John Cena and Rey Mysterio. We'll switch some things up. We might even incorporate Rey Mysterio into the championship race and see where that goes. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what maybe we can do there. But anyways, thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out and chilling, you know, watching some what the hell did I do? There we go. Thanks everybody for coming out and hanging out, watching some of this. Goodness gracious, that's loud. Thanks for coming and hanging out and watching Smackdown versus Raw, the general manager mode. We are gonna be coming back maybe a little bit later. I'm gonna try and play a little something different, see what we can get into. I don't know. I'm gonna take a short break, maybe go grab something to eat, and I will be back here in a little while. Thank y'all so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of y'all's day. We'll see y'all here in a little while.